on our final session on the main stage. This is the highlight of the event for me personally. There's a lot of interesting, innovative technology and companies that have participated in this competition this year. And it's always really interesting to see how people are tackling challenges in a different way, how they're coming about it from their own experience, and some of the problems that they are trying to solve for us as an industry and event planners. The three finalists today have been voted by you, the industry, so thank you very much for putting your votes in for those companies to make it this far. Being here is already, you all already winners. Our judges today will be deciding who comes gold, silver, and bronze. And no matter what position you are, you have all won marketing budget with eventindustrynews.com to help you after this show to further market your business to planners in the industry, and hopefully that will turn into business for you. Each of our presenters today will be given 5 minutes, and we will cut you off. So I hope you've prepared. After those 5 minutes, the judges will get the opportunity to ask one question each, but we need to keep those answers short and concise so that we don't overrun and cut into anybody else's time. Once those 3 presentations have been completed, we'll take a very, very short intermission where I will basically pressure the judges to make that decision really, really quickly. And then I will come back to the stage and we will then announce bronze, silver, and then finally gold. What I would ask all the finalists to do at that point is, once we've announced gold, if everybody could join me on stage that has participated, we'll take some group photos for press shots and things like that. Does anybody have any questions, especially the presenters? No? Okay. Well, this has been done in no particular order. The first company I would like to invite is Roomrite, and I believe it's Michael that is presenting.
Mic on? Is the mic working?
Are we doing headphones or not?
Can you hear me? Yeah, there we go. Okay. All right. I'll try that again. All right, well, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Michael Weiss. I'm co-founder and CEO of Roomrite. We've created a marketplace for event professionals to resell the excess rooms from the room block so they're not paying for empty hotel rooms. So just for context, a room block is a specific number of hotel rooms that have been contracted for an event that are resold to attend a discounted rate. When there are unfilled rooms within a room block, that is known as room attrition. And when there are unfilled rooms, you still have to pay for those empty rooms. So as a quick example, if you have a room block of 500 rooms for 2 nights at $200 a night, your obligation is about $200 grand. If you fill 90% of your room block, you're going to get hit with an invoice for $20,000 for 50 hotel rooms you have no use for. So in the industry, the median attrition rate is about 10%. That equates to anywhere from $10,000 to $250,000 for empty hotel rooms per event. And globally, the industry spends about $21 billion on these empty rooms. So we've created a marketplace to resell these available rooms to other groups and travelers. When you create a listing, it's free to create. You list it anywhere from 60 to 120 days before your event. And the listing simply includes your dates, rates, the number of rooms that you're looking to resell, and the hotel information. It takes about 5 minutes to create a listing. On the buyer side, you can book any quantity of rooms from a listing. The rooms are sold at the seller's contracted rate. And a hotel can add on additional services for you to purchase as the buyer. The benefit to selling these rooms is that you're mitigating your financial liability. Buying these rooms, one, you're getting access to the larger group's discounted rate. You're getting access to inventory that doesn't exist anywhere else because it's considered off-market. So if you're trying to get into a difficult market last minute, or you're looking not to pay an arm and a leg for those rooms, you can come to our site and get an incredible discount and access to rooms. You're also getting access to specific dates and inventory, so there's no need to go through the RFP process to buy the rooms if you're a group. Our primary revenue model is we charge 15% of the rooms sold to the seller. So if we look at an earlier example, rather than paying $20,000 for 50 rooms I have no use for, I can list them on RoomRite, and supposing I only sell half of those rooms, I'm still going to owe the hotel about 10 grand, but the other buyer is going to pay the remaining 10%. RoomRite's going to charge their 15% fee. That's a total savings of $8,500 by using our solution. The other way that we generate revenue is off of additional add-on hotel products and services. So if there's a food and beverage credit, the buyer would pay about $1,000 to the hotel, and we would take our 15% commission. In terms of competition, there's plenty of solutions for groups to book a block of rooms. There's even more solutions if you're an individual looking to buy a block of individual rooms. There's a couple of startups that are reselling individual rooms, but we're the only ones in our space. And we actually have a non-provisional utility patent. So these are some screenshots of our solution. So this is the home page. You can view and search for rooms that are available. Once you log in as a reseller, you can create your listing. Again, there's just a few details you need to list. It'll then get approved and appear in our marketplace. You select the dates that you want to go. You'll see the number of rooms that are available in that inventory. You can select whatever number of rooms you want. Then you check out. Thank you. Any questions?
Oh, so hi.
Hi.
My name is Dahlia. So are you doing this after cutoff, or everybody just, is it
So-
after cutoff?
It's a great question. So we're trying to do it ahead of cutoff. However, when you reach that let's call it 30 days out, we can actually contact the hotel and see if we can get it extended so that it goes after the 30-day cutoff.
So are you also working with like On Peak and the housing companies, for example?
We're working directly with the corporate planners, meeting planners, and event planners. So it's not through housing companies.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Cecilia. How are you looking? Are you looking at integration opportunities in terms of like doing it to like Booking.com, etc., or are you looking to just directly sell? And if so, how are you looking to attract the people that will buy from your product? Because that requires a lot of marketing.
Sure. So on the selling side, in order to scale, what we're looking to do is build widgets with DMOs. So that way we're getting exposure in all the major markets. On this, can you guys hear me okay? It's hard to tell. Okay, sorry. So on the buyer side, it's largely digital marketing, email marketing, and social media marketing. We're concentrating right now on other groups because that way we can sell more rooms at a, I guess, less expensive buyer rate as opposed to individual consumers.
Hey, this is John Diadamo of BizBash. Question about differentiation. So you mentioned a little bit about how you're the only one in your space on the top right.
Yeah.
So you go in a little more detail on like the difference between, especially Cvent and Groups 360. I think everybody kind of knows those. So just talk a little bit more about that.
So again, there's plenty of solutions to source and book your room block. Obviously, there's a lot of strategies and tactics you can use to mitigate your risk to not pay these hefty attrition penalties, but there's no one that will allow you to resell those rooms out to a global market.
Can we get a round of applause for Michael, please? If we could ask you to wear headsets, that would help us with the audio that we're doing. I think you'll be able to hear a lot better as well. Just one point of note, if it's speaking to you in Spanish, you just press the button underneath, it'll turn back to English. So our next presenter is Toby, I don't want to say your surname wrong. I don't want to do that. But Toby is from TEPS. So Toby, if you'd like to come up and present. Yeah, that should be up there.
Hi everyone, my name is Tobi Olanihu from TEPS. I hope you can hear me. I'm the founder of TEPS. It's the Experience Plug Systems, your platform for seamless events. So we are an online, or should I, no, we're a ticketing and registration platform with so many other things that I will show you. And it was created by event professionals of over 14 years to make events, ticketing, registration, attendee engagement, everything so easy. What we've seen is that a lot of platforms have made it quite clunky and hard for you to use, so you need to keep hiring event technologists and other people in between. We've made it so easy for you to set up your events in minutes. So take control of your events, attendee registration, feedback surveys and polling, ticketing, on-site check-in, content management. Like, you have a lot of companies that have these features as a whole company, and we've brought everything on one platform. One platform. You can do everything on this platform. Content management, speaker management and scheduling, RSVP management, secure multi-use QR codes. What does that mean? You have an event that has several sessions, launch coupons, all sorts of stuff. With that same QR code, we scan you in and it's secure at every point of access. Now, we do every type of event, from conferences to exhibitions to weddings, parties, any type of event and any size. So we've had as small as 30 people to 100,000 people, though we're waiting for the 100,000 size events, not yet. So, very interesting. Our reporting is very good, from pre-event to the event to post-event. There's a live dashboard that I will show very quickly at the end of this presentation, so you see how the dashboard looks. But analytics is very key for events. A lot of money is being spent on events, so you need to know who checked in, what kind of information they have, what area in your summit they went to, everything. How it works: we have free plans and paid plans, so please sign up eventeps.com, eventeps.com, and get your free sign up immediately. This is the mobile view. So it's web-based, not app yet, web-based, very easy to use, but very mobile friendly. Experience steps: could you bring out your phones? I want you to scan and experience our product. So this is a live event that we have this weekend, all the way down in Lagos, Nigeria, where we're from. We're proudly African. So scan and register for the event. I already told my client they're going to see some strange registrations. We'll fling you guys out shortly. So register for the event and just see how you react and navigate our product. The next is the RSVP management. So scan this one as well. So for big or small events, when you're not sure of the people that want to attend, when you click on this, yes, I'm attending, no, I'm not attending, maybe, do you want their emails, all that good stuff. Please scan it and navigate the platform. Now, polling. You can do polling, quizzes, voting. We've done this for different clients. Scan again and interact with our products and see how this works. Okay, I'm going to play a video very quickly. 1 second. So this is showing our highlights, is a highlight of our RSVP management. I'm not sure about the sound, but this is the platform. You can upload a list for your RSVP guests. This is really good for VIP events. So instead of sending them a link, you can upload their emails and send them, and they can decide if they want to attend your event or not. We create customized landing pages, beautiful to your brand, colors, pictures, everything that you want. This is a sample landing page. Let me quickly go to the next one. I don't want to be cut off. Okay, so the future, I'll show the platform very quickly. The future of event experiences is steps. We're not clunky, we're very, very, very easy to use. And what we have done is to provide a system where you can do almost everything. Now, what we plan, our future plan is to collaborate with a lot of other platforms, because we don't believe we need to develop everything. 5 minutes more? We're done. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Toby. Judges, questions, please. Cecilia, can we start with you? Do you have a question?
So there is quite a few companies that do what you do. There is. What would you say is different apart from not being clunky?
Well, I think not being clunky is a major difference. Our price point too is a major difference. Our easy to use interface is very different. Our RSVP management, I don't know that there's any other platform that you can actually upload. We've tried when we had just started, because it's a request we have from a lot of our clients. Most don't. I don't know why, but they don't. So I would say those are the major differences. Thank you.
Who are your current clients, and what type of events do they put in the system?
Okay, our current clients, so we're based out of Lagos, Nigeria. Woohoo! So most of our clients are based there for now. We're just entering the European and American markets, and we have corporates, we have banks, we have SMEs, so it's a various type. And we actually have private clients as well in terms of social parties, because we use back home, WhatsApp is a very popular feature, and we send QR codes and stuff using WhatsApp as well. So that's great. So we range from NGOs to corporate organizations to private individuals.
Hey, so with integrations, I know you mentioned you were going to be partnering in the future with different tech platforms. Do you already have some? Because I know there's, half of the industry has like a particular vendor that you might have to integrate with and things like that. So like, how do you make it easy for event planners who kind of are married to a certain solution for like 5 years, and how do you do that?
So for instance, for content marketing, you don't have to use our platform for that. You can integrate most of them. I don't want to call any names. So that's, and for virtual streaming as well, you can integrate most of the big ones on our platform as well. So we're open to, we know that people have had the way they work, and we're trying to make things easier, not harder. So we're integrating as many platforms as has working APIs with our system, because we actually just want to make it easy.
Thank you very much, Toby. Can we get a round of applause, please? Okay, and our final company, sorry, my voice is dead, is Recordly AI, and it's Seda Badem, I think. Just shows the map.
Yeah.
Oh, is it USB-C?
Either way,
HDMI?
HDMI works.
Can you just pull that out?
For sure, yes.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
I think we are ready.
Take it away.
We are supposed to be here. Hey everyone, we are Recordly.ai. My name is Serdar. I am the CEO and founder of the company. What I wanted to show you here is a real demo. I didn't do a presentation for you. I wanted to show you how the actual software works. We are an audio and video intelligence platform. What that means is we focus on AI models, audio models, as well as language models to understand world's languages and transcribe accurately and translate into 100 languages. We can do this live, as you see here. So right now, I just created an event, and I wanted to show you. This is English. I have Turkish here. I'm originally from Turkey, so I don't know if, hopefully you can hear me better now. Chinese, Korean, Spanish, and all the languages that I can't even recognize. So let me switch back to the platform. What we do is at recordly.ai, when you're an event planner, you come in here, you can log in with your Google or Microsoft account, and you can create live events. Let's say you want to create a new live event. You give it a name, let's say Event Tech Live. You can use a glossary or provide context for better understanding. You can specify the duration of the event. You can also schedule this at a future date. Right now, if you do, we support Zoom, Google Meet, Microsoft Teams, as well as local browsing. We also support RTMP and SRT. It's not available right now. Okay, so you specify the link, and then once you do that, you specify the languages. The source language, we can actually automatically detect, but you can specify up to 100 languages with additional dialects here. We support all languages that are, these are based on pre-trained models. And once you do that, there are some additional options here, like output delays. Another differentiation for us is once the event is done, we can actually summarize everything that's spoken here. We also evaluate the event for safe communication, including respectful language. We have profanity filters as well, diversity and inclusion, potential red flags, as well as custom insights. Custom insights are interesting. Depending on the type of the event, you may curate a set of questions ahead of time, and the answers to those questions will be available once this event is done. So let's switch back. If you are the event planner, you get links to all of these events. And if I go to the main link, this is what you would see. And right now, as I speak, as I demonstrated to you, we are within 3 seconds, we are able to do a live transcription and translation into 100 languages at scale and with 98% accuracy. So, people ask me what this is about. It's really about AI models, leveraging them. It's about the hyper-personalization of the content and making your pre-recorded events also available to audiences that may not have access. So let me quickly show you one more thing before we go. If here, this is a recording that I uploaded. You can easily upload your recorded audio or video files. We do generate captions. As you can see, we have word level timestamps. We also have speaker identification. Based on the voice, we can actually identify all the speakers, and we do this across all languages. Again, if you select, let's say you pick Korean and you go here, so whichever language that you select, it becomes available here in our platform. And it's also AI plus human. We allow humans to come back, make modifications here, see the summary of the event, the scoring for the respectful language, diversity and inclusion, potential red flags here, as well as the custom insights. So in a nutshell, this is recordly.ai. And thank you for listening. That's it.
Well timed.
Any questions?
John, do we have a question?
So you said you are any broadcasting that's done via Zoom, Google Meet, and then what?
Teams.
Yeah, Teams. And what else is coming down the pike? Is the RTMP, STM, is that coming as well?
RTMP and SRT, yes.
Yeah.
We kind of started with more easy-to-use, consumer-friendly platforms. Those are the input platforms. Yeah, we also have an interface like WebSocket. So if you can feed us the audio real time, we actually, within 3 seconds, we provide you the translation.
So give me two use case scenarios where you can use this, other than just the translation live. How can organizers monetize it?
Yes, we met a lot of interesting customers here. One use case was podcasts. Like, think about there's been a lot of English recorded podcasts, and there's a lot of untapped market for it. Let's say Asian languages, or if you want to focus on Latin America, you can actually use all that potential and with a fraction of a cost. It only costs 13 cents per minute for this translation per language. So it actually comes down to like $7 for a 1 hour video. So it creates a lot of opportunities. But we also run into many use cases. Lawyers, there are several industries where this is really interesting. Translation, transcription companies, event management platforms. Yes.
Okay, so name me your biggest competitors and what makes you different.
Yeah. So if you think about meeting summary platforms like Otter.ai, you could use platforms like that. We are actually going deep in audio intelligence. We are fine-tuning our own models, and we're focusing on different languages. If you use it, I'm from Turkey, so sometimes we speak multiple languages in our team meetings, Turkish, English. This is what we call code switching. And our model works much better, highly accurate, and in different languages, it works much better than the competition.
Can we get a round of applause for Recordly AI?
Thank you so much.
So we're going to take a very few short minutes. I'm just going to get the judges together very, very shortly. We're going to deliberate. We're going to decide gold, silver, and bronze, and then I'll be back to present our awards and the winners to the stage. Back in 5. Okay, they were hard work, bloody hell. So, the final. I'm going to do third, second, and then first. So the person who's come first, don't jump out of your seat when I announce second. There's no easy other way to do this. It's like, I'm trying to think of a way where it's still a surprise and it's not a surprise. So in bronze place, we have TEPS. Round of applause. Please come and collect your certificate. Yeah, can you do the photo? Yeah. Big round of applause. That brings us to our silver finalist, which is Roomwrite. Congratulations, Michael. So surprise, surprise. Recordly AI. Congratulations to Recordly AI. Can we get one big final round of applause for all of our winners? Our esteemed judges. And can I just ask the other two finalists just to come up very quickly so we can have one more photo. Thank you for everybody who listened, watched, and helped in the voting process as well. Thank you very much.